in honor of Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day, which is tonight, I'd like to share with you an experience I had walking through the streets of Jerusalem as I here walk through the beautiful streets of Pikesville, Maryland. I lived in Jerusalem for many years. I made Aliyah in 1997, and I studied in different seminaries, and I spent a lot of time walking. A lot of people do when they're in Jerusalem. One reason is because the scenery is so beautiful, but the main reason was I was a poor yeshiva student. I didn't have money, I didn't have a car, so I walked everywhere. When I was living in Talbia, which is right outside the old city, I decided one day I'm going to try to do a 40-day walk to the Kotel, meaning I go every day and go pray at the Kotel for a little bit every day by foot. This was an uplifting experience, and it really connected me to Jerusalem on a deep level. And I'd like to share just a few, three ways it connected me to Jerusalem. The first was, as I was walking through their streets, I felt like I was continuing a chain of tradition. I was part of Jewish history. I was thinking how prophets and prophetesses walked through those streets. Abraham, Sarah, Isaiah, all kinds of important people. And I was part of Jewish history. Can't really get that anywhere else. And it's something so special. Another thing that stood out as I was walking through those streets of Jerusalem from Talbia, past Bell Park, through Yamim Moshe and Mamilla area, onto the Kotel, as I got closer and closer, I felt my whole being shudder from the holiness of that area. And as I got closer to the Kotel, I felt myself being elevated to another level. I remember sitting there during those days as I was going there day in and day out, just sitting there with my head on a stender, just soaking in the holiness of that area, of the Kotel area. It's hard to explain it in words, but it was something so uplifting. And that's something I love and I miss, and it can't be replicated at all. The holiness, the Kedusha of the holy city of Jerusalem. Lastly, when I was walking there on those days, I always felt a feeling of being at home. It's hard to explain it, but many people have shared with me that even when they've gone there one time, they felt at home. Jerusalem is my home, is our nation's home, and wherever we are, in the end, Jerusalem is what we're thinking about, and that's where we belong. And that's something I felt during those trips. I would see Jews all over the place. I felt very comfortable with that, but more than that, just as a deep connection to the land and certain groundedness. Those are some thoughts about Jerusalem, about my walks through Jerusalem. I pray that we will return as a nation to Jerusalem soon, and God willing, experience all of the blessings that the prophets talked about. They're supposed to come true in Jerusalem. In the meanwhile, Chag Sameach, that we have a good and meaningful Jerusalem day. Yom Yerushalayim Sameach. Take care. Chag Sameach.